Good morning. This is Dr. Cooper. This is a podcast, a video podcast for the English 102 freshman composition course. This is week 10. Things are starting to get exciting now. Okay, so for this week, last night I finished grading your assignments 6 and 7, and I will finish up 8 tonight, and I want for you to spend the rest of the week working on rewrites for assignments 6, 7, and 8. Remember, you are eligible to do a rewrite if your paper was not late. So if I made a comment that your paper was late on the grade, then you cannot submit a rewrite. Okay, so if you did submit it late and I didn't comment on it, then you slipped by. Okay, so do a rewrite so you can get better grade on those scores. So that's assignments 6, 7, and 8. They will be due by Sunday, rewrites. Okay, so hopefully you have already started working on the assignment for this week, which is my favorite assignment and the assignment that is despised by all English 102 students. And the reason why students dislike this assignment is because you are required to go to the library. So keep in mind, for assignment number 9, you must visit a library. You leave the house, leave the computer, you open the doors of the library, there's books in there, and you go. Now, it could either be the school library or the public library near your house, or ASU library if you want. It doesn't matter. Just go to a library. And the reason why is because a lot of your academic research that you're going to be doing in your future courses at the university level will require some book research, and you'll spend some time in the library. When I was an undergrad, I spent a lot of time in the library once I found out where it was. But I realized that not only were there lots of sources available, but there was help available. I mean, the librarians are the best resource available, and they're there to help you. So when you go to the library, don't act like you're afraid to talk to the librarians, or that you don't want to bother them. That's what they're there for. Okay, so the goal is to explore reference sources, and most of the reference sources are sources that can't be checked out of the library. So I know that you can find encyclopedias, dictionaries, and quotations online, but that is not the assignment. So don't try to cheat and do all of this stuff online, because I'm going to give you a 0 and return it. So I want to see the full citation of books that you located in the library. So explore it. Now at the GCC library, if you enter from the west side of the library, you can enter on west or east sides. On the west side, you'll see that there are some stacks that are like half, that kind of come up to your chest level, and they have this really cool blue lighting. That's the reference section. There's also a librarian that is either sitting or standing in that area as well, and you can use her as your resource. But you're looking for sources that you could possibly use in your paper, and you're going to complete the assignment. All right, so that's assignment number 9, and that's due by midnight on Sunday. Okay, so also, if you haven't noticed, for Module 3, your second research prospectus is going to be a conference. So every student is going to be required to conference with me. I know last time only certain students that I invited or asked to call me or meet with me had to do this, but this time you are only writing one research prospectus, only one, and the second research prospectus you will be meeting with me either on a phone call or face-to-face in my office. I have a chair right there. So that chair has your name on it, so come and visit with me. Okay, so we will talk about your paper, because at the end of this week, this weekend, Sunday, you will receive your paper 1 and 2 graded, and the next week we are going to spend the whole week writing paper 3, which you know is just a continuation of paper 2. So hopefully you will take paper 2, the comments and the feedback that I've given you, and you will rework that and then add in paper 3, and you're building your paper. So I left a lot of you a note, or I left an announcement today on the network site telling you not to give up, because some of the grades are really low. But you have to keep in mind that your papers are worth 40% of your final grade, and that's not even figured into your grade yet. So if you're down in the 50% range, you add in some A's and B papers for that 40%, and that kicks you up into the C, possibly even B range, depending on how good those papers are. Okay. Also remember that the quizzes that you're taking, some of you have missed them or you haven't done very well, you will still have an opportunity at the end of the semester to do the final exam. So you can study from all of those quizzes and take a final exam and give yourself another 10%. Okay, so those low scores don't mean anything right now. You need to just be working toward the goal. Remember? One goal, which was to complete our 8 to 10 page research paper and to learn the best way to do that. And hopefully you have learned some tips along the way. Okay, so for this week, we are working on rewrites for assignments 6, 7, and 8. We are doing assignment number 9. We only have 2 more assignments left, 9 and 10. We are also going to schedule, when I say we, I mean you are going to schedule a conference with me, either a phone call or face-to-face in my office. And these are 15-minute conferences. We will discuss your progress and your paper. And if you want, we can also discuss your grade. Okay? Now, for those of you that are way behind, your grade is well below 49%, just keep in mind that it is your responsibility to withdraw yourself from the class if you don't intend on changing the direction that you are in, for those of you that are failing 49% or below, 48% or below. So don't send me an email and ask me to drop you. That's your responsibility. So go to registration, fill out the drop form, and you can leave it in the 05 building at the desk, the English office desk. There's someone up there all the time. They will take your form and put it in my mailbox. Or you could just come down to the middle hallway and go to 05-118 in that same building, and that's my office. You can stick it under the door or stick it in the little box that's outside my door. Okay, and then I will sign those and get them turned in for you. But I will not drop you. You have to do the work, because it's not my responsibility, it's yours. Okay, so for everyone else that's staying, don't give up. We can do this. You gotta try. I mean, if you think this is hard, wait till you get to the university. You're in trouble if you think this is hard. Okay, so stay tuned for at the bottom of this video you will see the link to set up your appointment. The appointments can be either this week or next week. And keep in mind that if you're signing up for an appointment, don't sign up for an appointment on the day of the appointment, because I don't always get the message that you're going to be calling me or meeting with me, and then you call me and I'm not ready. So if it's a Thursday like today, and you won't be able to sign up for today, but you want to sign up for Friday or Saturday or next week. If it's Friday, don't sign up for Friday, sign up for Saturday, Sunday, or the next week. Okay, so if you have any questions, send me an email. Don't just disappear. Communicate with me. That's how you can be successful.